Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear postgraduate students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the fifth lecture of Academic English 1, first semester. We already finished Unit 1 and today we reached Unit 2. So we will start to have Unit 2 in our lecture and the next lecture. The title of Unit 2 is Where in the World? As usual, each unit contains three main sections, which are reading, writing, vocabulary, in addition to the review part. In this lecture, we will focus on the contents of pages 10 and 11. The source of our lecture is the same textbook we already spoke about, which is Academic Skills, Reading, Writing, and Study Skills, Level 2. The content of Unit 2, as we mentioned, are reading skills, in which we will focus in two methods of reading, which are skimming and scanning. We already, in the last lectures, we talked about skimming and scanning methods of reading. In this lecture, we will practice more about how to skim and scan articles. In the second section, which is writing skills, we will talk about brainstorming ideas, and there's a practice how to brainstorm, and also using linking ideas. There is some methods of linking. We will focus on using of but, however, and although in linking sentences. Then there is a practice about writing a description of your country. In the third section, which is vocabulary development, we will talk about synonyms and antonyms, and also there is a practice about recording vocabulary, part 2. The topic of this lecture is reading skills using skimming and scanning methods of reading. The aim of this lecture is to get students to more practices about using skimming and scanning in reading articles. In addition, we will get students to the collocation. Collocation is about the words that are coming together. Let us start with reading. The topic of the reading of this lecture is three countries. In page number 11, you will see three paragraphs, 1, 2, and 3, about three countries. Each of the three paragraphs is about one country, and also there are three photos, A, B, and C. Each of them is taken for a country. In exercise number 1, look at photos A to C. It means A, B, and C. And skim text 1 to 3. It means 1, 2, and 3 on page 11. Match them with the titles below. Here, there is a refer to the read study skill. Let us read the study skill together. Skimming and scanning. Remember, there are two ways of reading quickly: skimming for the general idea, scanning for particular information. So, these two methods we already talked about in the last lectures. We did practice how to skim and scan paragraphs. In this lecture, there are more practices. Let us start with exercise 1, in which it is required to write the number of the photo and the number of the paragraph in the here beside each topic. The first topic is cities, deserts, seas. The second topic is a word on an island. The third topic is your dream castle. So now we have an idea about the three topics. Let's go to the photos first and then go to the paragraph to skim them and choose or match each of these three titles or topics to the paragraphs. These are the three photos which are shown in page 3. Photo A, we can see there is a castle. Castle. C-A-S-T-L-E. Photo 2, we can see there is seas. C-S-E-A. There is building. High buildings. It looks like modern city. It looks like modern city, but this city looks like historical city. Historical city. Photo C. It looks like a historical city as well. And we can see there is mosque here. And people wearing clothes. Their clothes refers to Arab culture, something Eastern culture. Let's go to the three topics, which are cities, deserts, seas, a word on an island, your dream castle. So, photo A, it is very clear about a castle. We can say photo A is your dream castle. B is a word on island because there is a sea around the city, and all we know that island is an area surrounded by water. So the third photo is cities, deserts, and sea. There is no deserts here, no seas, but we can see it is a city. Let's go together to the exercise, the same exercise, but we need to skim the paragraphs in order to choose which paragraph match with the three topics or one of the three topics. The first paragraph is about the Republic of Singapore, which is an island in Southeast Asia. So, it is clear that the first paragraph is about a word on an island. So, one is a word on an island. The second paragraph, the Kingdom of Morocco is a country in North Africa. It has the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Mediterranean Sea to the north, Algeria to the east, and West Sahara to the south. So it is a city. Here we can choose city as the topic of this paragraph, but maybe we may need to scan more information in order to be sure. For example, if we skim this paragraph again, we can see there is Sahara Desert. So there is desert as well. So in this case, now we are sure that paragraph 2 matches with the topic of cities, deserts, and seas. The seas is Atlantic and Mediterranean seas. In this case, paragraph 3 should match with the third topic, which is your dream castle. And to be sure, let us skim and we can see that there is something about castles here. So this paragraph matches with the topic of your dream castle. So now we did exercise 1 without intensive reading of the 3 paragraphs or even scanning them. Let's go together to the next slide, which is about a list of some countries that you or we have visited and the countries that you or we wish to visit. I will ask you in the class about the countries that you have visited before and the countries that you wish to visit. What countries have you visited? What countries do you wish to visit? The aim of these questions is to list the name of some of countries that have a pronunciation in their name different than its pronunciation in our language, in Arabic language. For example, Jordan is the name of Urdun, the country Urdun in Arabic. In English, it is called Jordan. Egypt, Masr. Syria, Syria. The United Arab Emirates, UAE. الإمارات العربية المتحدة. Its abbreviation الاختصار هو UAE. There are the first letters from the 3 words United Arab Emirates. There's the example of Algeria. Algeria is Jazair. Lebanon, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, المملكة العربية السعودية. Greece is Yunan. Hungary, Hungaria. India, الهند. Iceland. Let me stop here regarding Iceland because its spelling is similar to the spelling of island. We mentioned island in the previous slides, in the paragraph of Singapore, and the pronunciation of island was island, and the S was hidden. We remember that the second letter in the word island was S. It started with I, then S, not C, and but the S was hidden. So we pronunciate it is as island. So island is means Jazeera, but Iceland with se Iceland is a name of a country. Its spelling is different because the second letter is C, not S. So when the second letter is C, it means the name of a country, which is Iceland. But when the second letter is S, is not a name of a country, but it means Jazeera, island. Indonesia, and sometimes called Indonesia, Malaysia, and also in British pronunciations called Malaysia, Italy, Japan, Sweden, the United States of America, USA, and again the abbreviation of the United States of America is USA. It is famous with USA. Sometimes we use US. Australia, Styria is Nemsa. It's different than Australia. So just pay attention about that, about this difference. Belgium, Belgica, Germany, Almania, the Netherlands is Holland, Norway is Norwich, Turkey, Turkiye, China, Sin, and Cyprus is Cyprus. And also you can find many other countries. Some of them, the pronunciation is the same as what we say in Arabic. The other have different pronunciation. Have a look and check the pronunciation with their spelling. Let's go now to the third exercise. It is the second exercise actually. Scan the text. Find information to complete the table. So in order to fill this table with information, we need to scan the three paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. Let us to have a look to the table together. We can see here there are the name of the three countries: Singapore, Morocco, and Wales. And the information is regarding three pieces of information, which are, five pieces of information, which are location, important date, economy, attractions, languages. We can see here he put the S between breaks because some countries have one language, the other have more than one language. In this case, we say languages. In order to fill this table with the information, we need to scan the three paragraphs. Let us start with the first paragraph. Regarding to Singapore, or the first one is about the Singapore. so we need to find an information about its location. So let us to scan together. The Republic of Singapore is an island in Southeast Asia. So the location is Southeast Asia. Regarding the important date, so we need to find a year here or something referred to a date, and we found this number 1965. So it is, let's check the sentence that contains this number or this year. It became an independent city-state in 1965. So this is a date of the independence of the city, استقلالية. 1965 independent state. Regarding the economy, it is already solved, and if we need to find this information, let us scan the paragraph to find something about economy. And in this sentence, we found that this sentence about economy, it developed a strong economy and is a popular tourist destination. So tourist, it means سائح. We can say that Singapore is attraction place for tourism. So it has a strong economy and also it's considers tourism attraction place. So its economy is the source of the economy is from tourism. Tourism is a noun of tourist. Also, we have attractions. Attractions, it means what are the places in this country that attract people to visit. So we can see that in this sentence, people come here for its fabulous shopping. So shopping, we can say shopping center. Famous Singapore Zoo. There is a zoo as well, and also there is a beautiful man-made beaches. So the three attractions places are shopping centers, Singapore Zoo, and Zoo and beaches. Regarding the languages, it is already mentioned here. Languages are spoken here, including Malay, English, Mandarin, and Tamil. Now we can go to the second paragraph to scan and fill the second row in the table. The second row is about Morocco. The Kingdom of Morocco is a country in North Africa. So the location is North Africa. Regarding the date, we can see there is a date in the middle of the paragraph. So let us check the sentence that contains the date. It became an independent kingdom in 1956. Again, the date is about the independence. So 1956 is the date of the independence of Morocco. Regarding the economy, we found economy here by scanning. So let us read this sentence together. Its economy depends on mining and tourism. So the sources of economy is mining, تعدين, and tourism, سياحة. Regarding the attractions, it is mentioned here, Morocco's attractions include the historic city of Fez, the wonderful beaches in Atlantic, there is beaches, and Atlantic, محيط الأطلسي, and Mediterranean, بحر المتوسط, and the Sahara Desert, الصحراء. Regarding the language, we can see here Arabic is the official language, although French is often used for business. So Arabic and French. So now we finished paragraph 2. Let's go to paragraph 3 regarding wells. This is Paragraph 3 is about Wales, and the location of Wales is mentioned in the first sentence. Wales is Northern Europe, so we can say, alright, Northern Europe. Is regarding the date, we can see a date here, 1999. In 1999, its own National Assembly was created. So we can write 1999 National Assembly. Assembly mean, for example, Majlis Nawab, or maybe official group of people who have a control on the city. Regarding the economy, we can find something in economy here. Economy, let us read this sentence together. Farming and tourism are important parts of its economy. So the sources of economy is farming and tourism. Farming, زراعة. Regarding the attraction places, tourists come to Wales to see its many ancient castles, to walk and climb in its beautiful mountains. So it has beautiful mountains, or to walk along its coastline, ساحل البر. And regarding the language, we can see here people speak English. Both Welsh and English are the official languages. So we have two languages here, English and Welsh. Now we have the third exercise is about the scan the text again to answer some questions. We have about 10 or 9 questions we should answer, and in order to answer these questions we need to go back to the paragraphs again and scan them again to find the answer of these questions. Let us start with the first questions. Is about which country has a border with England? In order to answer this question, we need to go back to the paragraph and have a look again, and we may need to read these paragraphs intensively in order to answer these questions. Let us read the 3 paragraphs together in order to have a right pronunciation of the words inside. The first paragraph. The Republic of Singapore is an island in Southeast Asia, just 137 kilometers north of the equator. It became an independent city-state in 1965. Singapore has few natural resources, natural, not natural, natural resources. However, it developed a strong economy and is a popular tourist destination. People come here for its fabulous shopping, the famous Singapore Zoo, and its beautiful man-made beaches. Singapore has a rich mixture of people, and many languages are spoken here, including Malay, English, Mandarin, and Tamil. Second paragraph. The Kingdom of Morocco is a country in North Africa. It has the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Mediterranean Sea to the north, البحر المتوسط, Algeria to the east, and Western Sahara to the south, الصحراء الغربية. It became an independent kingdom in 1956. Its economy depends on mining, تعدين and tourism سياحة. Morocco's attractions include the historic city of Fez, the wonderful beaches on the Atlantic and Mediterranean, and the Sahara Desert. Arabic is the official language, although French is often used for business. The third paragraph. Wales is a northern Europe. It is part of the United Kingdom. It borders England to the east and has the Irish Sea on the west. Wales was ruled by England for many centuries, but in 1999 its own National Assembly was created. Farming and tourism are important parts of its economy. Tourists come to Wales to see its many ancient castles, to walk and climb in its beautiful mountains, or to walk along its wild coastline. Although most people speak English, both Welsh and English are the official languages. Now we can answer this question. Let us start with the first question. Which country has a border with England? As we have read that while Wales has a border with England as it is a part of the United Kingdom. So the country that has border with England is Wales. This is a style of the answer. We can say also that Wales has border with England. So we can our answer can be in this style. The country that has border with England is Wales, or we can say Wales has a border with England. The second question, which country has a desert? We remember that Morocco has a desert. The third question is, which country has a lot of ancient castles? The answer is, we remember that Wales has a lot of ancient castles. Which country has an island? Singapore has an island. Which country has a man-made beaches? Again, Singapore has a man-made beaches. Which country is ruled by a king? Morocco is ruled by a king. Which country has a wild coastline? Wales has a wild coastline. Which country is in Southeast Asia? It is Singapore. Singapore is in Southeast Asia. Which country has an ocean to the west and a sea to the north? It is Morocco. Morocco has an ocean to the west and a sea to the north. So these are the answers of these questions we already gotten from scanning the three paragraphs, and also we need to intensive reading. In the intensive reading, we need to have a notes, to take notes in order to answer these questions. The fourth exercise is about scanning. We need to scan the text to match a word in A with a word in B and a definition in C. So we have three columns, A, B, and C. In column A, there are 6 words already mentioned in the 3 paragraphs. In B, there is a second word common with one of the 6 words here, and C, there is a definition for each of them. Let's stop at B. In B, we can see that there are 6 words, 6 couples of words which are coming together. For example, let us start with historic. Historic what? Historic beaches, historic city, historic destination, historic language, historic resources, or historic assembly. As we have read in the three paragraphs that historic was or it came with the word city. So historic, we can say it is historic city, historic city. When words coming together, it is called collocation. Collocation. So collocation is words that go together. Okay, so historic city is the first collocation here, and its definition we can check the six definition here and choose which one match with historic city. Let's start with A. Beaches made by people, not by nature. So it is about beaches, not historic city. So not A. Let's go to C. It's about coal. Coal, it means faham. Gas, oil means nafot. And fresh water are all example of these. These are not example of historic city. Let's go to C. Is a popular place to go on holiday. It should not be historic city. It may be other type of cities. So let's go to D. D, a place with a long and important history. So this one, this definition is or this definition matches with the collocation historic city. So we can say historic city is a place with a long and important history. So the number 2 is match or matches with D. Let's go to the second word, which is natural, and natural is coming or go with resources. So the collocation number 2, we have natural resources, and its definition is not beaches but coal, gas, oil, and fresh water are examples of these. So the natural resources, الموارد الطبيعية, the examples are coal, gas, oil, and fresh water. So we can see that B matches with 5. B matches with 5. Now we have the third word, which is tourist. Tourist, we have tourist destination, not tourist beaches, not tourist language, not tourist assembly, but tourist a destination, because these words can go together. The definition of tourist destination is not beaches, but we can say it is a popular place to go on holiday, as it is attraction place. So C matches with 3. National Assembly, and its definition is not beaches again, but it is the group of people, because it is not language, it is the group of people choosing to govern a country. مجلس البرلمان أو مجلس النواب, the group of people choosing to govern a country. So F matches with 6. We have now man-made beaches. Man-made beaches, and its definition is beaches made by people, not by nature. Is a kind of beaches made by people, not by nature. So A matches with 1. Remain one words, which is official language. Official language is the main language used in a country. So these are 6 examples of collocations, which are words that go together. Dear students, we will stop here as this video has 40 minutes, is very long, and will be hard to upload, and also will be hard for you to download. So we will stop here and we will continue in a second in another video.